Welcome to Inner Authority. This podcast is for people who know that they are capable of more, not in a striving way, but in a quiet, internal knowing. It's for the people who've done a lot right, who are intelligent, who are self-aware, who are successful by most measures, but they still feel that tension inside, like something has gone slightly off track. Not because you're broken, and not because you need fixing, but because at some point you learn to lead yourself from effort instead of trust. Inner authority is about coming back from that. It's about restoring your relationship with your own knowing, your decisions, your direction, not by pushing harder, but by listening more honestly. My name is Kelly Brummer. I'm the founder of Start and Succeed and Inner Authority podcast. Each episode of this podcast is an invitation for you to slow down, to notice what's actually true for you, and to lead yourself from that place again. So if you're done outsourcing your authority and you're ready to come back into alignment with yourself, then you're in the right place. Today we're going to be diving into something that's really close to my heart, and that's what it means to become the example. Because when you grow, when you step into your own power, you don't just show up for your dreams. You give others permission to do the same. Now, I think sometimes we can underestimate the impact of our own growth. We think, well, who am I? Who am I to inspire anyone? But the truth is, every time you take a brave step, someone else sees what's possible for them as well. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, because we don't just want to help ourselves, we want to help others. And how your growth becomes the permission slip for others is understanding just how much more of an impact you can actually make. So let's start with this idea that people don't learn from what we say, they learn from what we do. You can tell somebody to believe in themselves all day long, but when they see you doing it, when they see you showing up, even when it's difficult, even when it's challenging, even when it's hard, that's when it clicks for them as well. Now, I remember when I first started my business, I was surrounded by people who didn't really understand what I was doing. And I still have some people in my life that are still the same. They thought I was just a little bit mad for leaving my stable job to chase this dream of running my own business. But as my business started to grow, something truly amazing happened. Those same people started asking me how they could do it as well. My courage gave them courage. That's the ripple effect that I talk about. It's the ripple effect of becoming the example. So if you've ever felt like your progress is slow or insignificant, just remember that someone is watching you and they're thinking, well, if they can do it, maybe I can too. You're already inspiring people, even if you don't realize it yet. Now, becoming the example isn't about being perfect or having it necessarily figured all out. It's about doing that inner work. It's about facing your fears, healing your self-doubt, and choosing growth over comfort. There was a time in my life when I was terrified of being visible. I'd overthink every post, every video, every word. But I realized that if I actually wanted to help people to build their dreams, to be their most authentic selves, I had to go first. I had to lead. I had to show up even when it felt uncomfortable. And every time that I did that, it got a little bit easier and a little bit easier. And that's what growth looks like. Small, incremental, brave steps that compound over time. So ask yourself, what is one area of your life or your career or your business where you could lead by example right now? Maybe it's setting boundaries, raising your prices, or finally launching that offer. Whatever it is, your action becomes the evidence to other people as well as yourself that it's actually possible. When you grow, you don't just change your own life. You change the energy of those around you. Your friends, your family, your clients, they all feel it. You become a mirror of what's possible. Now, I've seen this so many times in our own community, and we have a couple of different communities, but there's one where I remember this lady deciding to go all in on building her dream, and it was a wild dream. But she went all in, she didn't care, and then suddenly others started doing the same. It was like this chain reaction, this courage. And that's the beauty of becoming the example. Your growth creates the space for others to rise. So if you ever doubt whether your journey matters, just remember that your growth isn't selfish, even if people make you feel that way. It's being of service. Every time you choose to expand, you're lighting the way for somebody else. So I want to leave you with this. You don't have to be perfect. Perfection is a state of being, a single point in time. You don't have to be perfect to inspire others. You just have to be willing to grow. Your courage, your consistency, your willingness to just keep going, that's what makes you the example. Before you move on with your day, just notice what shifted whilst you were listening to this episode. Not what you learned, but what settled. Inner authority doesn't announce itself loudly. It feels like a quiet agreement inside of you, inside of your body and inside of your mind. If this episode met you there, stay with the podcast and go and subscribe so that you don't have to go looking for this again. It will be here when you're ready to listen. No pressure, no urgency. Just a return to yourself, one conversation at a time.